control and initiating team fights because of that Anchor.
And now also on the side of 1Snap, they also have the Camille. So as stated earlier, diba, open si Camille and she's one of those champions na talagang maganda gamitin when it comes to the pro scene, no? Or when it comes to the competition as well. Ang ganda ng control when you use Camille, and also when Camille starts to dominate their lane, nahihirapan na talagang kumambak ang kalaban. So what can you say about their picks, Gigi?
These are amazing picks here by both teams. And they're showing their screens now, their phones, and the camera. That's very cute. Okay, that's nice. Additional verification, I guess, to make sure that they are the ones playing. Hindi sila yung kunwaring nag-phone lang. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. So we are sure now that these are the players playing for their teams. They are the representatives. They are the ones using the phones. So let's see what will happen here as we dive into the game. And speaking of picks, a while ago you asked me what are my thoughts on the picks. Well, I really like the Olaf Camille matchup because both champions are really strong in the Baron lane. But let's see, because Camille is one of the strongest in the Baron lane. It's guaranteed. The global pressure, the kill threat is really high. However, Olaf has the same, but he got nerfed. However, though, against a Camille will always engage on the Olaf. So, despite the nerfs on the undertow, the slow, and some stats, he still has his kit wherein he deals a lot of damage, he heals up, and he gets stronger as his health goes down. So, he will still be happily inviting Camille to charge into him.
Yes, and that's very exciting. And then also on the mid lane naman, we have the Seraphine versus Gragas. Now, si Gragas kasi malakas nga yung crowd control niya, diba? And then we also have Seraphine who is also excelling at crowd control. So I guess with all of these different champions, we will be seeing a lot of CC, we will be seeing a lot of stuns, a lot of roots, and a lot of vital seconds or vital minutes ng game wherein you have to be able to land that stun, you have to be able to land that CC, or else it will change the tide of your game.
Yeah, it's very, very crucial to land your CC effectively and stack them efficiently, because if there comes a window of opportunity for the other team to escape or counter attack, it will be very crucial. Because you have to land besides landing your CC, of course, you have to stack them according to their duration. And this will be vital because on the side of 1Snap Esports, they have disengage and disengage tools because of the Gragas cast. If they miscoordinate even a little bit, they might turn the tides around in favor of ELG. So, kailangan mag-ingat sila dito.
And looks like our red team is already moving into the tower, no? Perhaps they're setting up for a gank towards the Jinx kasi the Jinx was left alone kanina, no? Actually, medyo rare yung nakita ko na type of play wherein si Lulu nagtail siya or bumuntot siya kay Shyvana for quite some time, no? And I guess nakita nila.
Strategy.
Yeah, and then now nakita na nila, so walang choice but to pull back and not continue the supposed gank on the Jinx. And now we can see that both the Jinx and the Ezreal and the Alistar and the Lulu are trying their best to sustain or to maintain bot lane.
Yeah, they're trying to apply pressure here in the Dragon lane to get priority over the Dragon, which will spawn in a little long time. It's still at 4 minutes, but having this pressure in the Dragon lane allows them to roam into the red side jungle of ELG. And we're seeing now Rogue hovering here in the red spawn start area after clearing out the wave. So this is what 1Snap Esports can do. They can just easily shove the lanes and immediately roam into areas wherein they can bait out the members of ELG. And this is crucial because Dragon will be spawning in the next 40 seconds. And because of their vision established in the red side jungle of ELG, they will definitely know the locations of the members and have a particular strategy on how to deal with them.
Yes, and we can already see how much this is affecting the gameplay. So they were able to take some of the objectives as well sa jungle of blue side. But now they are starting to move towards the dragon pit, and we might be able to see a skirmish for the first dragon, which will be up in just a few seconds.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be an ocean dragon, so lots of sustain coming in with this objective because of the spell bump increase when you get the stack. But so far it's 1Snap Esports having the priority over this objective. They haven't started it yet. Lee Sin opted to get his blue buff first, but there it is. It is being started actually by ELG, but let's see who will actually commit onto this objective, because 1Snap Esports managed to shove the wave, but there it is, engaged here in the Dragon Protectic ultimatum being used, a dragon form here by the Shyvana. Alistar trying to zone out to this Jinx, and he's taking a lot of damage from the Ezreal. Nice dodge with that flash. They will disengage for now. However, the snare coming in from the Seraphine was dodged by the members of 1Snap Esports. They are continuing onto this objective to start it. While the members of ELG are backed away to their turret, they will secure this, I think, uncontested, because Shyvana doesn't have the dragon form anymore. Jinx ult being used as a desperation play, nearly killing the Alistar. So it's going to be that objective secured by 1Snap Esports, but good attempt by ELG.
That was actually so close. If the Jinx was able to fire that cannon maybe a few seconds after, they could have been able to steal that dragon. But sadly, that was not the case. And at the same time, I guess it was also because the Shyvana was left in the dragon pit by herself, no? So naipit siya doon, naiwan siya, and the team was unable to respond quickly, so it shaved off a lot of health from our Shyvana, and thus they were unable to contest the dragon.
Yeah, that was a really nice play coming in for 1Snap Esports, and now they're moving on to the Rift Herald area, which will spawn in a few seconds. They're setting up a Death Brush here over the top side bush, and that's a really good setup for them. However, ELG are not responding just yet, but we're seeing an engage here onto the Shyvana. That's going to be a vital pick. First blood coming in here by the Lee Sin, just in time for the Rift Herald. So that is a very nice play coming in here by 1Snap Esports.
Yes, that's right. And now 1Snap Esports will be able to get that Rift Herald uncontested as well. And then we also saw the Olaf go down against that Camille. So we are seeing 1Snap Esports overpowering ELG for this first 6 minutes of the game.
Yeah, they're slowly gaining their lead. 4,000 gold advantage here on the side of 1Snap Esports, plus the Rift Herald, so that is very crucial. They will be able to apply pressure onto the Baron lane or the mid lane as well, because towers are very low in that area. So they can actually spawn it in the mid lane, maybe in the mid lane, because the tower is a lot more lower in terms of health. They can gain more gold if they spawn the Rift Herald there and have additional priority and threat over the next dragon, which will spawn in a few minutes, because it's going to be an Infernal. That's additional damage for their comp, and with that lead that they already have, it will skyrocket their firepower for the next team fight.
Yes, and we can also see how 1Snap is actually controlling the objectives. And then, oh my gosh, that Olaf!
Yeah, he's kinda struggling.
Yeah, he's struggling. I guess the nerfs really were affecting as well.
Yeah, it's a huge effect on the champion, on the player, and for the whole team as well, because they're losing pressure and defenses on the dragon lane side. And now we're seeing Baron and the Alistar roaming from the bot side into the mid lane. They managed to secure the tower here. So without even using the Rift Herald, they managed to get a tower, and now they're looking to spawn the Rift Herald here in the Baron lane to get more gold for their team.
they're able to take the Baron lane as well, or the outer turret of the Baron lane, then that will be all outer turrets down for the side of Empress. And what I can see here as well is that lumalabas yung difficulty of each champion when they are already outpowered or they are already behind in terms of items, in terms of gold. So we have, for example, the Shyvana. The Shyvana was unable to capitalize the strength of the champion because the Shyvana was unable to take any dragon.
Yeah, and it's very vital for the champion. So now, without dragon stacks, Shyvana will have a little bit of a hard time scaling because it is vital for his kit, it is vital for the team to have a good initiation for these kinds of setups. And now, as 1SE Esports destroy one tower in the Baron lane, Camille is still pushing while the other members are starting the objective already. They're zoning out the members of ELG, and this is really possible because they have the tools for it. They baited out the ulti from the Jinx, so they don't have that execution for the dragon anymore. It's only up to the Shyvana to prevent them from getting this objective, but it won't be enough as 1SE Esports looking to secure this dragon uncontested, though it still has some health, but Shyvana is trying to get an angle here. Chunks down a lot of health. That's going to be a steal attempt, but it won't be enough. Gragas got the last hit on the dragon. Ezreal there trying to do some damage with the true shot barrage. Hexic ultimatum on the Jinx, trying to do some damage here. He can't escape with that ulti, and now they're transferring all their might onto the Lulu, getting another kill. Lee Sin survives after diving in the tower. They managed to kill 4 members of ELG and lose no one.
Yes, and that was actually very vital. If ELG was able to instead turn the tides and capture all of the members of 1SE Esports, they could have been the ones leading right now, right? Or at least they were able to turn the tides. But no, they ended up with just the Lee Sin. So it was a bad trade. They had a difficulty with that skirmish. They had a difficulty also with fighting back against the other champions. It's also a lot of losses on their end because they already lost a lot of champions, they lost a lot of gold, and they also lost a lot of towers. So as we can see here, bottom side and top side, and also I think mid side, you have only the inhibitor towers left.
Yeah, only the inhibitor towers left here in the mid lane and the bottom. Actually, all lanes. They only have the inhibitor towers remaining, and now as 1SE Esports group up to take the Baron, they're looking to end this game after having almost 15,000 gold lead on their side, and it's slowly increasing even more with that Baron take. So all they need to do now is just push all the lanes with the help of the Baron buff. And when the next dragon spawns, they can easily take it because they have the priority after shoving out the waves into their towers. And with their gold lead, they are more than just ready for a team fight. Lee Sin having the Guardian Angel, Camille with the Sterak's Gauge, and additional lifesteal. That is a lot of durability for these champions. Even the Alistar having that Bramble Vest on top of the Deadman's Plate. So that's really tanky champions with lots of damage as well, and it's going to be so hard for ELG to come back from this game.
Yes, now the only thing that 1SE Esports has to do is to make sure that they don't make a mistake when it comes to trying to take these inner towers of ELG. If they make that mistake, ELG might still be able to push forward and come back against them. So this is very vital. This is very crucial. They have to do it. They have to win it. They have to push this really hard.
Oh, there's an engagement by the Lee Sin, but only to bait out the other members. As his teammates managed to destroy the inhibitor tower, now they're moving on to to the Dragon Lane Inhibitor Tower. They will be able to secure this objective, and now it's only the Baron Lane Inhibitor Tower remaining with the engage here by the community with the Hextech Ultimatum Ragnarok being used, but it won't be enough as he gets killed here by the Alistar, and he's on a killing spree right now. All Inhibitor Towers down. It's only the Nexus remaining here for ELG, and this will be their final stand, their last will, their final fight as 1Snap Esports look to secure the first game in this best of 3 series against ELG.
And that was only around 15 minutes. That was very, very intense. And congratulations to 1Snap Esports for winning the first match out of this best of 3 semifinals game.